Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man. Deontay Wilder is back like cook crack with Glovegate once again. Says that he will never, bury the hatchet with Tyson Fury, and opening up back Glovegate. His fans love to point to Glovegate, and I'm a fan of Deontay Wilder. I mean, I guess it's super duper hardcore fans. At the end of the day, dude, if you're not gonna take it to the court of law, man, then we can't just keep speaking on he cheated. I know he cheated. And he said he opened to a fourth fight, and nobody ever can question the chin or heart of Deontay Wilder. Now, at one point, Dillian White and a lot of other fans, especially in the UK, were saying that Deontay Wilder had the chin of a poet, or a glass chin, or whatever you want to call it, right? And obviously, they said in the gym that he was knocked out by Vladimir Klitschko. All right, that's the rumor around the water cooler. But then again, when you think about it, there's an argument to be made that Vladimir Klitschko was probably one of the biggest punchers in the heavyweight division in history. In history of her story, whatever you want to say, he was one of the biggest punchers out there. You know what I'm saying? So that even with 16, 14, whatever they sparring in, even headgear, man, Klitschko hit you, man, you gonna feel it. You gonna feel it if Vladimir Klitschko hit you. So a lot of that, came from that. But, Wilder answered those questions, as all fighters at some point in their career will answer the question about the chin, about the heart, and about if he a man of his word. And he said he wanted to go out on the shield, don't throw no towels in or nothing like that. And guess what? He said he was willing to die in the ring. Guess what? He was willing to die in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So, Wilder word is, it mean a lot. It means a lot, because he, everybody say, I die for this shit. I die for my kids and all this type of shit. I take the bullet for my mom and all that. And when the time comes, remember that video that was circulating around internet where the pit bull was chasing up the dad and the daughter. The dad ran and left the daughter and got on top of the car. Yeah, everybody talk about how everybody talk about when the time comes when they willing to die for this shit to take a bullet, or I'm ready to commit suicide or whatever going on. I'm ready to do this, that, and the third. Until that time comes, a lot of people, they bitch up. Straight up and down. A lot of people don't go through with it. And the people that do go through with it, it's knee jerk. It's like my man from Bed Bath Beyond and all that type of shit that do that on that. It's just I'm hurry up and do it. It ain't just like, you know what I'm saying? But, nonetheless, but you gotta let this go. If he got compensated under the table or, whatever else going on with his situation, he gotta let this go. He gotta let this go. And that's just the God honest truth. If he gonna get over the hump a beat, Tyson Fury, you gotta accept that, what I'm saying, hey, I gotta do some things different from my standpoint of view. I gotta make some corrections on what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do something different. But all that he cheated and all that type of stuff, dude, and he probably did cheat for all we know. Because it ain't like Tyson Fury out here filing a defamation of character lawsuit like Pacquiao did when the Mayweathers was accusing him of being on the orange juice. But Deontay Wilder says he'll never settle bad blood with Tyson Fury, open to a fourth fight. Since Deontay apparently has zero resolve to bury the hatchet with his nemesis Tyson Fury, Wilder, former heavyweight champion from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, was involved in a thrilling trilogy with the WBC titleist from England. Their rivalry grew especially contentious heading into the third and final fight, which took place last October. Wilder made numerous allegations that Fury cheated in the second fight. One accusation was that Fury had loaded his gloves. a view that Wilder evidently still steadfastly holds. He said in a recent interview, Wilder was asked if he would have any interest in letting bygones be bygones with Fury. And shout out to Sean Nam for writing this. And because of how friendly he is now was with former opponents, the Cuban contender Luis Ortiz. Wilder was seen buddying up with Ortiz in the lead up in Ortiz heavyweight fight with Andy Ruiz last weekend, which Ruiz won by decision. Wilder stopped Ortiz two separate occasions, first in 2018 in the 10th round, and second time in 2019 in the 7th. Wilder's response was clear. There won't be any hugs and high fives with the Manchester native. Quote, nah, never, because I know the truth behind that. Wilder told FightHype.com. I don't come home cheating and ish like that. I know that no matter what people say. Then if you know it, bro, then prove it. Prove it, because if he knew it, if he knew what you was doing, if he knew you was doing something illegal, he would be out here plastering around England and plastering around America, trying to destroy, any dignity that you had left. You feel what I'm saying? So he wouldn't hold back. If you got evidence, then show the evidence, because some of the evidence that's been quote unquote put out there, a lot of people said Will started with my man's, I forget his name, Young Pharaoh. Then, I heard that, Wilder was saying that before Young Pharaoh brought it up. But when it really started to grow, when Young Pharaoh put it out there, right? About the gloves. My thing is, what you protecting them for? What you protect? I mean, unless you was compensated. And losing, a lot of times you compensated, they like to make you sign a contract, or they ask you not to continue to speak on it. So I'm not saying you can rule out him being compensated under the table, but all I'm just saying is, if it's true, then why they wouldn't hesitate. You as a black man, they wouldn't hesitate to put that out about you. So I mean, why you so gun shy to put the truth out about him? I think that's the only thing I'm really asking. That's the only thing that I'm like, what I'm saying? Why you hesitating, in protecting him? Unless you was compensated, and fine. I feel you. Everybody got a price. It's only like the top really 1% of human beings that don't have a price, and I make it. And I tell you, the majority of them is over 50 years old, or whatever you want to say. They of a different age group. So that's my whole thing about it. If he cheated, prove. Your brother said the autopsy said you had a dent in your head. Autopsy, dude, you got to be dead. Just saying. So at the end of the day, and then if he cheated you, I don't want to fight you in the courtroom. I mean, I don't want to fight you in the ring. I'm going to fight you in the courtroom or in the street. And then you continue to fight him time after time again, and then you say somebody poisons your water and all that stuff. Fine and dandy. A lot of that can be true. I don't put shit past boxing. If you know the history of boxing about gloves and shady business, look no further than Antonio Margarito. Like I said, I don't put it past him, but if you can't show no proof, then we can't defend you, and we wasting our time, buddy. But I understand, if you feel cheated, you feel cheated. Said Wilder took issue with some critics who insisted that he should have gone to the authorities if he felt so aggrieved by Fury's alleged cheating. Wilder said, as fighters, his natural inclination is to pursue retribution personally inside the ring rather than offload the duty to someone else. Wilder and Fury fought to a draw in 2018, but Fury stopped Wilder in the second meeting in 2020, and so again late in the third fight last year. Damn, that was last year. Time fly. He said, it's just like you got an analyst that say, quote, if he did have something in his gloves, why did not go to the authorities? Wilder said, quote, I wish I was in front of them, the analyst, and I would grab their collar and put them close to my face so I can be eye to eye, face to face, so much that they can breathe, their breath can touch my face, and I would tell them, why the F would I go to the authorities when I have an opportunity to release my own energy and put my hands on him and the possibility of trying to kill him and getting paid millions of dollars in the ring? Why would I go to the authority? Why wouldn't you, dude? If a dude put a dent in your head, bro, if a dude cheated you, You know what I'm saying? If a dude cheated you and put something in your glove and drugged you and all that shit, man, I mean, I feel him, but you know, then stop crying about it. If you ain't gonna go to the police, don't tell the streets. Straight up and down. If you ain't gonna go to the police, don't tell the streets. Flat out. Flat out. And that's how I feel. And that's how I feel. And that's how I feel. You know? So that to me, his rationale, I feel it as a fighter. And I understand it, but you know, I don't. Because you keep crying about something that you done had multiple times to put your hands on him and do something sinister to him, and you didn't. You didn't. That's my thing. You didn't. You didn't. You didn't put you didn't carry the job out. So, boy, you supposed to go, man. Like I said before, it makes no sense. Then why you telling the streets? Then you should just keep it locked and loaded for a potential money maker when you do a documentary about it years later. To me, it doesn't make no sense. It just don't make no sense. You know, and that's where I stand at it. It don't make no sense. Don't tell the streets, man. If you gonna tell, if you ain't gonna, don't even complain about it. Wilder said he would not have personally benefited if he addressed the issue with the higher entity because, in his view, Fury would have been locked up, effectively scuffling the payday. At the end of the day, man, like I tell y'all, bro, money trumps everything. You can sue him for bodily harm, man. You can sue him for whatever money that he got left, and you can sue the promoters, and you can sue the commissions. So at the end of the day, you would have got your payday. Payday. My Canelo for you would have got your payday for sure. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What he's saying, it makes no sense, dude. If you're not gonna snitch, then don't just be quiet about it. Just say, hey, he's the better man. I just can't bury the bad blood with him. Just say that. Just say, good fighter, but fuck him. But he said, okay, I'll go to the authorities and they lock him up. Then what's next? Wilder said, that's it. A good write-up. Okay, we proved our case. Nobody getting fed. What's the justice has that done? At the end of the day, bro, what justice? So you just want, you can sue for money. You do know that. And that's just let you know it's about the money. It's not about the principle. It's not about bodily harm. It's all about the money. Then don't talk about it then, bro. You look stupider and stupider with every word you continue to speak about Glovegate. Just being real, you look stupider and stupider. And I'm just being 100% honest, dude. If you're not gonna tell the police, don't tell the streets. Don't. Come on. He said, well, justice, that don't make no sense. The criticism sounds like somebody is not confrontation that is not involved in the combat sport because their mindset is not on combat sports. It's set on being nice, or that theory don't even make sense to me. So we are in the hurt business. This is what we do. I can hurt you and get paid doing that. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. And you got your ass whooped twice after you accused them of cheating. Don't sound like a sweet deal to me. Sound like you still got your ass whooped and you still like a damn fool talking about something that you can't prove. That's how I look at it. You can't prove it. Whoever's here and they bring up a hell of a fight, let's do it. Wilder said, you know me, I never duck and dodge anyone. I'm one of that blessed people with opportunity. So my thing is this, bro. This don't make no sense. And obviously he a fighter, so obviously in his mind it make a certain sense that it never make in my mind, right? But at the end of the day, he's talking about how this is a blood sport, you get paid, but also it's an organized fight, organized sport. You know, and you supposed to come in here with the same chance as somebody else, whether it's the same type of gloves or comparable gloves, shoes, equipment, good water, clean water, 60 seconds in between rounds, 3-minute rounds. You know what I'm saying? Y'all subject to the same rules and regulations. And when that is tipped in somebody's favor, you have the right as you're not a gangster and as a regular sportsman to sue this man. If you're not gonna sue him, stop telling us about how he cheated because you can't prove it. You have yet to prove it to this day. You have not taken in front of a court. You have not taken in front of public opinion and haven't proved nothing. You can twirl his gloves, you can figure his gloves, you can touch him and all. All we know is the commission said they was good, and he whooped your ass 3 times, and that is what it is. You can't beat him, and you'll be a damn fool to go into a third fight fighting him again. That's all I'm saying. But hey, like I said before, he got the heart of a lion. But still crying about this shit years later, bro. It's for the birds. I don't care, man. I fuck with Wilder, top dog, hell of a fighter. But man, if you're not gonna tell the police, stop telling the streets. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, we drop video, financial and support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Yeah, hit the link tree, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, all that good stuff. We have some more good live content to talk about. I will go live on the content, but until then, appreciate it. Check out the Heavyweight Boxing Talk playlist and the Boxing News playlist. One time for the one time. Goodfella TV. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree. Peace.